Hey there, how you doing? So, when it comes to metadata, this is something that a lot of people struggle with, right? And it is important. Of course, metadata is important, but the entire process is important. I do believe that a lot of people put too much stock in the metadata. Although it's important, right? It's not like the be all to end all. You can rank and have your book on the first page, and if you don't have the whole customer journey, buying journey in place, like the right cover, the scroll stopper, like all of that stuff, the good copy on your description page, and all of that stuff, ranking will mean nothing. So don't get too caught up in the finer details of metadata, but of course do them well. Now, it's been a long time since I've actually done the metadata for our books myself. I don't do it, my team work on that. I've got so much more going on these days. But I do believe from the Keyword Bible that the strategy goes as follows. There's 3 long tail keywords and 2 short keywords that are very specific to the book, and 1 hero keyword, right? So what I try to do, what I used to try to do, and what I tell my team to do today, because I still oversee my team, I just don't actually do the metadata myself. So the fine details sort of slide by me these days. However, it's the overall strategy that matters when it comes to business anyway. The fine details when you're doing it all yourself, of course, but most companies are successful because they have good leadership and overall strategy, right? So when it comes to the smaller, finer details of the keywords, this is how I would instruct my team to do it. I would say with the 3 long tail keywords, I would probably make 2 of them very broad, right? So I would use words like classic and not so much like to that specific book, but more to the genre of classic books, right? So I'd be looking for words like that for 2 of them, or 3 of them, right? It's totally up to you how you do it. Just make sure you follow the data points in the Keyword Bible there, all right? So I would probably say 2 of them. And then on the third one, which is another long tail keyword, I might even do category specific keywords. So you can look in Publisher Rocket now and you can see categories that have keywords attached to them. And those keywords often will broadly attach to your book, right? So again, broadly, more like classic book, classic this, and stuff like that, literature, things like that, right? Even to do with the genre. So that leaves those 3 long tail keywords taken care of. You could either do all 3 of them like that, you could do 2 of them like that, and 1 you could use as a category specific slot. And then the other 3, which are really the more specific ones. What you want to do is you want to look at things like the storyline, the characters. Are they strong female characters, strong masculine characters? What's the storyline about? When does the storyline take place? When was the book published? All of these things, like the time periods and things that have got to do with the actual book. And all you need to do these days is jump into AI and ask it to list out, 5 things in point form of what I just mentioned, and you'll have them straight away, right? So it's not really hard to, you don't really need to read a whole bunch of the book to know that these days. And then use those things to look for keywords, short, punchy keywords that are very specific to that title. And do that for all 3 of them. And make sure that your hero keyword is the absolute most specific one and all of the data points match from the Keyword Bible. And really that's it. Like it's not super complicated and it's not rocket science. Don't let the technicalities, like we're not doing engineering, right? So don't let the technicalities hold you back, because this rocket ship, even though we use Publisher Rocket, the rocket ship, we're not going to misengineer it and it isn't going to crash, right? If we get it a little bit wrong here and there when it comes to keywords. But if you just go after those fundamental truths when it comes to keywords, eventually they're going to rank for them and others and you'll make sales. But also make sure that you put a lot of stock in the entire buying journey. And when I say the buying journey, it's the entire process, right? So you've got to have a good cover, you've got to have good copy on your sales page and all the rest of it. And then you obviously need to be discovered with your keywords and categories. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Let me know if you need any further clarification. But look, it's a matter of just do and learn, right? So I could run you over this again and again and again, but until you just start doing it and learning, it's going to be slow. It's going to be arduous in the beginning. But as you go on, things will just start to make sense to you. You'll be able to look at a book and go, huh, this book is pretty much the same as that other book. So I can work with categories and keywords in like within that framework that I did for that other book. Like, and you can even start saving some of your keywords, especially the more broad ones, like keywords that are about literature and more broadly public domain. You can save all them in a document and use them. Like even ones that are unique to that historical period and whatnot. You can start making a list. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out, and I'm going to actually @tag everyone on this one because this is something that everybody should probably hear. All right, have a great day. Thank you.